Truth at its essence and most sublime is that God is love, and that love is the most powerful and transformative force in the universe. It is a love that is not limited to human relationships, but extends to all of creation, from the tiniest particle to the largest galaxy. This love, the testament of mind over matter, is the divine energy that gives life and sustenance to everything that exists. This hidden hand is the force that animates and holds the universe in harmony and balance, self-evident to all. Planets, the stars, and galaxies gravitate around this celestial force of love. Jesus embodied this truth in every aspect of his life and ministry, showing compassion and forgiveness even to those who opposed him. In his death and resurrection, he demonstrated that even the power of death itself could be overcome by the power of love. Through his teachings and actions, Jesus offered a new understanding of God's relationship with humanity. One based not on fear or punishment, but on love, liberty, and grace. His sacrifice on the cross serves as a powerful symbol of the lengths to which God is willing to go to show his love for humanity. The story of the crucifixion of Jesus is a powerful and moving tale that has captivated people for centuries. At its heart, it is a story about love, sacrifice, and redemption. Jesus was not just an ordinary man. He was the Word made flesh, sent to earth by God to teach humanity the ways of love and compassion. He was Word incarnate. He performed miracles and healed the sick, and his teachings inspired many to follow him. The events leading to the crucifixion of Jesus are a deeply significant part of the Easter story, to which we celebrate. Jesus had been teaching and performing miracles throughout his ministry, and his message of love and compassion had gained him a devoted following. However, not everyone was pleased with Jesus' teachings. The religious leaders of the day saw him as a threat to their authority, and they conspired with the Roman authorities to have him arrested and executed. Jesus was betrayed by one of his own disciples, Judas Iscariot, who led the authorities to Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus was arrested and taken before the Jewish high priest, Caiaphas, for trial. The trial was a sham, with false witnesses testifying against Jesus and the religious leaders seeking to find any reason to condemn him. Jesus was accused of blasphemy for claiming to be the Son of God, and he was sentenced to death. However, under Roman law, the Jews did not have the power to carry out a death sentence, so Jesus was taken before the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, for a second trial. Pilate found no fault in Jesus and sought to release him. The case against Jesus was made.
Honorable Governor Pilate, we are here to bring to your attention a man who has caused a great disturbance in our community. This man, Jesus, claims to be the Son of God and the Messiah, but he is nothing more than a charlatan and a troublemaker. He breaks our sacred traditions, and his followers are blindly following him around like lost sheep. We understand that you may be hesitant to take action against him, but we have the support of the people, and we urge you to take action against him and restore order to our community.
Pilate listened and gave account based on the law.
Today, I am faced with a great dilemma. On one hand, there is a man before me, accused of crimes against the state. On the other hand, there is a mob outside demanding his punishment. I have listened to the accusations, and I have spoken with this man myself. And after careful consideration, I have found no fault in him. This man Jesus has not committed any crime that warrants punishment according to our laws. He has not incited violence, he has not threatened the stability of our government, and he has not shown any disrespect to our traditions or customs. In fact, he has shown a remarkable ability to bring people together and to promote peace and love. And yet, I stand here, caught between my duty to the law and my duty to the people. I cannot ignore the demands of the mob, for they are a powerful force that cannot be ignored. If I were to release this man, there would be riots and unrest, and innocent lives could be lost. Therefore, I must reluctantly agree to the demands of the mob. I will wash my hands of this matter as a symbol of my reluctance to punish an innocent man. But let it be known that I do not take this decision lightly. I do not believe that justice is being served today. But sometimes we must make difficult decisions for the sake of the greater good.
The religious leaders and the crowd demanded that Jesus be crucified. Pilate reluctantly ordered Jesus to be scourged and crucified. Jesus was whipped and beaten, and a crown of thorns was placed on his head. He was forced to carry his own cross to the place of execution, a hill outside the city called Golgotha. At Golgotha, Jesus was nailed to the cross and left to die. He endured unimaginable pain and suffering, but even in his agony, he remained true to his message of love and forgiveness. And yet, even in his darkest hour, there was hope. The death of Jesus was not the end of the story. On the third day after his crucifixion, he rose from the dead, defeating death and offering hope to all who believe in him. The story of the crucifixion is a reminder of the depth of God's love for us, and of the power of redemption and hope. Let us remember this story, and let us be inspired by the example of Jesus, who gave his life so that we might have eternal life. Jesus was Word incarnate. In Christian theology, the Word refers to the divine, creative force through which God spoke the universe into being. He was the breath of God, a divine exhale that ignites the spark of life and animates all creation with its sacred essence. The Word becoming flesh in the person of Jesus Christ can be seen as the embodiment of pure knowledge and understanding, a divine manifestation of wisdom and truth made tangible and accessible to humanity. Through his life and teachings, Jesus set a standard of excellence that was unparalleled in its scope and depth. Above him, none would ascend towards God without his example, for he was the way, the truth, and the life. And though his physical presence may no longer be with us, his teachings and legacy continue to inspire and guide us towards a life of purpose, meaning, and service. For sure his will endures forever.